3 things from Japan that we should have too. First are disposable white socks. In Japan, these socks look small at first, but stretch to fit any foot size. You can use them once and throw them away, no need to wash them. Next is the self-serve bread slicer. You just take your bread, put it in the machine, select the slice size on the screen, and the machine gives you perfectly sliced bread. Lastly is the portable paper soap, which turns into hand wash as soon as you add water, so you can wash your hands anytime and anywhere. When this boy won the race, everyone said he should get 2 gold medals. During the race, he was so far ahead of everyone that the finishing line ribbon wasn't even in place. In fact, when he reached the finishing line, the ribbon was put up afterward. By the way, do you think he should get 2 gold medals or just 1? Man, there's no shortage of strange people in this world, and when they have enough money, they do all sorts of crazy things in the name of hobbies. This old grandpa has just 1 hair on his head, yet he goes to the salon to get it cleaned. And there's even a proper treatment for that 1 hair. Literally, do you know anyone this obsessed around you? As soon as he returned from school, the son was welcomed like a celebrity. The moment the boy arrived, he handed his bag to his dad. Dad spread his arms and greeted him with great flair. There was a CD in front, so Dad picked it up and placed it on top. As soon as the boy entered, and just as he was about to sit, Dad pulled a chair away as if providing 5-star hotel service. Even the tablet had to be operated by the boy himself. This guy shows the girl 2 rubber balls, but secretly hides 1 in his hand. Then, out of the 2 balls he showed her, he gives 1 to the girl, but in reality, that 1 ball was actually 2. You'll often find such street magicians who fool people like this, so never make a money bet with magicians like these by mistake. This is exactly why you should never call a mason like this to your house for wall putty, because he'll do the work of 10 men all by himself. When faced with a broken wall that had a huge gap underneath, it seemed impossible to fix properly, but he used brilliant technique. First applying mortar on both sides, then pulling it down in 1 smooth motion. The most impressive part, the wall came out perfectly flat and finished in a single attempt. Just take a look at their dance once. Here, there are actually 2 couples dancing, but if you look at their feet, it seems like 2 girls are dancing. Actually, both dance couples are wearing a girl's costume on half of their body. They synchronize 1 leg each in such a way that it looks like a headless girl is dancing. Today, Grandpa got ready to go to an expensive restaurant, but he didn't even wear his pants. When Grandpa picked up the tea, the granddaughter said, "When will you pick it up with the pot like me?" But Grandpa started doing something else entirely. Now, Grandpa wanted to eat cake, so he just picked it up with his hand and ate it. The granddaughter said, "Cut it properly with a knife." Grandpa did cut it with a knife, but then lifted the whole piece in 1 go and ate it. Annoyed, the granddaughter got up and left, and Grandpa was left with just a few 10-rupee notes.
Look, this girl takes on a challenge for $10, claiming she can stay on a mechanical bull for 1 minute. She says if she falls, she is ready to lose the $10. As soon as the operator starts the bull ride, the girl initially appears stable. At first, she has no trouble, but as the operator increases the bull's speed, spectators start thinking she might fall. However, surprising everyone, the girl manages to stay on the bull for an impressive 1 minute and 30 seconds. Look, if you ever come across an old toy buried in the dirt, don't make the mistake of ignoring it. When this boy found one, he brought it home and carefully cleaned it using detergent. After 2 hours of continuous effort, it turned out to be a beautiful toy of a couple sitting in a boat. For such heartwarming moments, a like and subscribe is well deserved. Look, when 2 cars were coming from opposite directions on this narrow path, they both got stuck in the middle and no one could move forward. Then this girl moves half of her car off the bridge. Seeing this, everyone is shocked and starts thinking she's crazy. But then the other car also finds a way and it too gets on the bridge. So friends, tell me, is this video real or edited? This is why you should never judge anyone too quickly. In this competition, while everyone started chopping wood, this man just stood there. Everyone thought he had gone crazy. But then, suddenly, he did something that drew the entire crowd's attention toward him. Despite a 6-second delay, this man seemed to be a strong contender for winning the competition. Each swing looked more powerful and intense than the last. And you can't even imagine how quickly body energy gets drained in this competition. Now perhaps just like the crowd, you're also thinking that he's the main character. But that was completely wrong because, due to his mistake, 2 others had already finished before him. If you're wondering why this has 2 fans instead of 1 big blade, here's the reason. The 2 fans are designed so you can rotate it in both directions and enjoy the airflow. It's not meant for sleeping time, but it's perfect for small tasks, like getting some air while studying or staying cool while cooking in the kitchen. Look at this amazing boat that you can take anywhere because it starts off very small. This boat is designed in 3 separate parts, which can be joined together. First, they connect the 2 parts, and then they attach the last part properly to add more space. They also fix seats on both sides, making the boat look fantastic. Now you can easily explore the entire river with it. When this boy's 3 friends came over to his house, he only had 2 glasses of juice. Now, he had to share the juice equally among the 3 friends. So, if you ever get stuck dividing juice, just take a straw, turn it upside down, and fill it with juice. Then, place one end of the straw into the empty glass, and the juice will start filling the 3rd glass. This way, all 3 glasses will have an equal amount of juice. This girl from China works all day like a real robot. She even walks like one and serves food to people in a robotic style. But the surprising part is that she has a younger sister who copies her exactly and also moves around like a robot, serving food to people just like her. You can't tell if they're humans or robots, they're that good. In public, this man pulled off something with 3 sticks that no one could have imagined. He held 1 stick in each hand and wedged the 3rd between them. Then, balancing on 1 arm, he began doing push-ups. All eyes were on him, but the real surprise came when he switched arms and did it again. Amazingly, the stick stayed in place until he finally let himself fall. Look, China has a technology that even a country like Japan doesn't have yet. In fact, China's technology is advancing so much that you won't even notice the difference. Using these small displays, a 3D can has been created. Suddenly, one of its displays stops working, so it is immediately replaced. After the replacement, did you notice any difference? If not, would you like to give a like for this amazing technology? The first time I saw this, I thought that people might stop taking photos and start getting these instead. That's because the Chinese have created a machine that, as soon as someone enters, scans them from all angles with incredible detail. Everyone was shocked, wondering how this was even possible. But after a bit of processing, a 3D model is created that looks exactly like the real person, making it almost indistinguishable from reality. This Chinese girl had so much color in her hair that it looked like it would never come out, and it seemed like she might have to cut all her hair off. But she didn't give up. She kept using different types of shampoos, one after another. After washing her hair continuously for 4 hours, all the color finally came out, and her hair looked just like it did before. If I had known this earlier, I would have never wasted my cardboard at home, because look at this guy who's a master at making things from cardboard. And the things he makes completely disregard physics and chemistry. They don't follow any rules. Like this fan he made that keeps running forever, and this cardboard gun that fires amazingly. For mobile gamers, this gamepad, and the excavator RC he made, or call it a crane, and many other things he's made using just cardboard. And finally, this airplane he made, which poor thing has never flown to this day. How does it feel watching such creative content? This guy has built a house with his own hands that makes even our OG brother's house look small. When he first opens the door to his house, there's renovation work going on, after which he gets the idea to add stairs along with the door and even ties a rope to the roof of the house, under which there's a huge trampoline. To make it even more exciting, he also adds the car forms one by one inside it. Not only that, this guy keeps adding different levels inside, so his kids can have a blast enjoying in the house itself. This guy is the laziest person in the world because he doesn't do any work himself. Instead, he has created machines that do all his tasks for him. For example, when he wants to sleep, he just picks up his shirt and the bed sheet automatically gets placed on the bed, and even the pillow gets arranged. When he sleeps, the blanket covers him by itself, and then the sleep mask also gets placed on his eyes. And this is just the beginning. To wake up, the alarm he uses works 100%. Look, this guy has the world's strongest magnet, which once it sticks to something is very hard to get off. Taking advantage of this, he goes to a famous place in America and starts collecting a lot of things with the help of this magnet. And soon enough, he finds a lighter, some different pieces of metal and coins from the water. But none of this was really going to help him, so he waits until night. At night, he finds a safe, which he later brings home and tries to break it open with different things. After breaking it, the safe is completely empty, and nothing comes out of it. If you also have a family of 4 to 5 people and limited space at home, then believe me, this table will be very useful for you. The interesting part is that you need to place the first table upside down, then put the second table on top and slide it. By the time you place the 4th table, you won't even realize that these were 4 separate tables just a while ago. This ice king from Russia survives in icy mountains even at 30 degrees. He's an expert in extreme cold and trains his body to endure freezing temperatures. Whether bathing in icy water at 2 a.m. or diving into a frozen river at 5 a.m., his dedication is incredible. Only trained individuals can handle such extreme challenges. Let's salute his courage. This girl makes cakes that look completely real. Sometimes, she creates a realistic cake of her pet dog, and other times, of her cat. The most surprising part is that she once made a cake of her own face and even cut it. People are amazed by her cake-making skills. So, let's give her a like. Would you dare to cut a cake that looks exactly like you? Watch this mind-blowing magic trick closely because it's going to leave you completely shocked. This man has a total of 8 eggs, but as he starts moving them to another tray, one egg mysteriously vanishes right before your eyes. How is that even possible? There were 8 eggs just a second ago. Can you figure out the trick? This girl made a huge mistake when a goat chewing near her ear suddenly grabbed and tried to eat her large gold earring. The girl panicked and desperately tried to retrieve the expensive earring, which weighed 8 tolas and cost 5 lakh rupees. Terrified at the thought of the goat swallowing it, she started crying. Her friend held the goat by its horns while she struggled to get the earring out of its mouth. Thankfully, the goat eventually dropped it. Otherwise, she might have ended up buying the entire goat. This is what you call a true bike rider lover. I say that because during a ride, this guy gets badly injured in one leg, and his bike is completely wrecked. He can't even walk properly, yet he immediately orders a brand new, expensive bike and starts riding again. And all he asks from you is just one small mistake, and this man's 10 hours of effort is destroyed in seconds. All his clay pots shatter. So, he collects the broken pieces, rolls them into a big ball of clay, and starts over. Before long, he crafts the same pots again, but sadly they all break once more, leaving him frustrated. Maybe your one like could bring a smile back to his face. In our country, wood is mostly used for burning, but this Chinese craftsman transforms the same wood into amazing creations. Like this incredible wooden mug, perfect for serving water to guests. But even more impressive is this stunning statue, which he crafted with 10 hours of intense effort.